Look, we know it can be stressful to see mortgage rates continuing to rise this year, especially if you were planning on buying a new home. But higher interest rates do not have to hold you back from your dreams. So today I'm talking about 3 things you should know about rising rates in 2022. It's Red Friday. How do we know that? Because I am wearing red, because it's Friday, and because that's what we do here. We wear red on Friday to signify our love and our support for all of our troops, whether they're deployed or not. Speaking of red, down there in the right corner of your screen or your mobile device or whatever, hit that subscribe, follow, like, whatever button so that you can get these videos the moment they're coming out. So now that that spiel is over, let's get into the 3 things I mentioned that you can do about rising interest rates in 2022. Number 1, now I wasn't a Boy Scout, a lot of our veterans maybe were. Don't panic, stay calm. That's the first thing I want you to do, is just don't panic. Even though rates are rising, it doesn't have to keep you from getting your mortgage. Because here's the thing, even though rates are higher now than they were a year ago or even back in 2020, they are still relatively low on a historical level. If you go back 20 or even 30 years in the mortgage industry, a 5 to 6% interest rate, where we are today, that's pretty good. In addition, the overall trend for rates has been slowly going downward. So even when they spike, like they are right now, they have always come back down. I learned as a kid, what goes up must come down. And I've seen that in my over 20 years in the mortgage industry. So stay calm. Don't get too excited about what's happening right now. If you get a 30-year fixed mortgage rate, that doesn't mean you're going to be stuck at this 5 to 6% or even higher forever. Eventually, rates do come back down, and when they do, you can almost always refinance to a lower rate. So number 2, the second thing I want you to understand with rising interest rates in 2022 is that you have to have a good understanding about your buying power. An important thing you should know about rates is that they will have an impact on your ability to buy or your buying power. And what I mean when I say this is that a higher interest rate is going to increase your monthly mortgage payment, so you might not be able to afford as much of a home as you could during a low rate market. That doesn't mean you can't afford a house, okay? The dream of home ownership is still alive and well, it's still achievable, even with these higher rates or this rising rate market. Now, you may just have to adjust your expectations a little bit on how much home you can afford. And to figure that out, you might need to take a look at your monthly budget to determine how much you can comfortably spend each and every single month on your mortgage payment. From there, you start working backwards by plugging in house prices and the current interest rates with an online calculator, which, by the way, we have some really nice ones on our website. Keep adjusting your home's price until the monthly payment equals something that you're comfortable spending every month. Eventually, you are going to be able to figure out the price range for homes that you should be out there looking at. So even though your buying power might be constricted a little bit with rates this year, you don't have to sit around and wait for rates to drop in order to buy a home. To make it even more simple, if you've been preparing to buy a home this year, please don't put that on hold, okay? Number 3, shop around. You've watched many of our videos, and you probably know how much we love teaching you how to shop around for interest rates, right? Go to the best lender. You need to do the same thing when you're looking for a house. Shop around for the best price on homes. That's because it's always an important part of getting a good home and therefore a good mortgage. However, with rates rising, it's much more important now than ever. Here's a little insider secret. When mortgage rates rise, like they have been and likely will continue to do, most lenders start hurting a little bit because our business starts to go down. There's less mortgage demand, which means your business is even more important to us than it's ever been. And if you've got lenders, even lenders like low V rates, competing against each other, A lot of them are going to be much more willing to do even more than they've been willing to do in the past. They're going to do whatever it takes to get every single home buyer out there working with them. So right now, the best way for lenders to do that is by continuing to try to offer lower rates than their competitors and lower fees. So if you're in the market to get a home, shop around both with the lender and with all of those in your neighborhood selling their homes. Make everyone compete for your business, whether it's lowering their home price or lowering their interest rate. So you haven't even really touched on that. We're going to do that in some other videos, so always follow us. But as interest rates have gone up, it's become more of a buyer's market, right? So home prices will start coming down as interest rates go up. Another video, another time. This is single-handedly the most important thing you can do to save money in this high-rate market. Shop, shop, shop. So there you have it. Do not panic. Stay calm, stay educated by watching our videos. That was number one. Number two, figure out your current purchasing power. And then please shop around. If you make sure you do these things and you understand the current market, then you are going to still be able to get that new home in 2022 and live that American dream. And if I have any other questions, or you want help figuring out something else that maybe I haven't even touched on here, all you need to do is call us, text us, submit an inquiry online. One of our licensed loan officers will be standing by, excited to help you out, and there's never, ever an obligation to move forward with us, but please call us or contact us so we can help you out. Thanks for watching. Wear red for the rest of the day, and we'll see you here next week.